Good afternoon, everyone. I am in my hot kitchen, which is less hot than outside, not as cool as the living room. But I'm in here, and early this morning I fried bacon for BLTs. I boiled eggs to make tuna salad. So I have the tuna water juice. I strained everything out really finely, and I put some dog food in it, and I'm letting it soak up. And I'm going to take it out to the roosters. Um, So I've got three roosters locked up in the barn. The two little ones, Tiny Tut, the beautiful rooster. I never did name him. He needs a really royal name though. He's beautiful. And then Raw is out there as well. So I'm going to make them a special little lunch and go out and they've got a fan on. They have water. They have food that I gave them last night. But I'm going to give them a little something special. Check on them, make sure it's not too hot up there, and maybe rearrange fans. I think I have an extra fan up there for them. I need to go into the goat barn and check on those broody hens. I'll tell you, I just wish they would break. Drive me crazy. Now I only have three broody hens, but we went from seven down to three. So we're getting there. They're driving me crazy. I often wonder though if Teresa actually, she's my Jersey Giant, if she likes to be broody because she has an injured hip. I could see that. Dottie, my barred rock that was supposed to be a Jersey Giant, but somehow we ended up with her. Um, she's broody. And then the third one I thought was Black Betty, my Normoran. She's the last one of my Morans. So those are my three broody hens right now. My Jersey Giant, my Barred Rock, and my Normoran. So that's coming to an end soon. You're going to hear Tashir go in and out. I gave her vitamins. So she's in the house. She's staying cool right now. When I need to let the big girls out, I just let her go into the bedroom. She does pretty well in there. Um, but she still can't hold her bowels right now when she has to go. She'll let me know, but then, you know, it's over. Okay, so it's going to be a very busy day today. I'm ready to take this dad burn hat off so that my hot head can release some air, put my hair up in a bun, and just survive today. I found extra hoses, and so I'm going to, this weekend when it's super, super cool, I'm going to hook up all my hoses and see how many feet I actually need to get inside of the barn. And so that way I know how many hoses to look for on clearance. Um, I'd like to have like three of those 100 footers. Oh, wouldn't it be sweet? But anyway, so I'm going to work on that this weekend. That's big. I need to scrape the barn. That's big. Since the temperature is dropping, I'm going back in and doing like I do my spring cleaning. I mean, it's going to be harsh. We're going to really clean up good. Um, the breeder barn. I really need to do something about Gandalf. He doesn't fit through the outside doors. He doesn't really like going in by the roosters because, or by, we'll say Raw. He doesn't want to be around Raw because Raw is threatening to him for some reason. Maybe they've had it out in the barn. I don't know. So I need to figure something else out for Gandalf for this coming fall when I put everybody up. He is going to be allowed to come out. I'm thinking with just a couple of the girls. We'll see how hardy they are, but when it starts hitting really, really hard in mid December, late December, um, everybody has to be up when it's super bad out. I will not let anyone run loose. I let Little Red run loose because he would go up and check on everybody, and then he would come back down to the goat barn and stay with Lily. So he was Lily's winter bunkmate last year, and we miss her. I still haven't found enough lily bulbs yet. I'm still looking, but it's going to take quite a bit of lily bulbs, so I want to make certain. I thought about going ahead and digging on the side of the road now that all of those lilies are done. They're the orange daylilies, and like put a lot of those in there, and then leave space for maybe an L of white lilies or different colored lilies in the middle of those. So I'm trying to do this economically, but I really want to do it cute because we loved Lily so much, and it's very sad without her here. I'm just saying, it took me weeks not to fill a bucket of water and get it out to the goat barn to realize that she wasn't in there. Yeah. When I would put everyone up at night, I would go down and I would get ready to go into the goat barn to give her a treat, and she wasn't there. So it's been very difficult here without her. I really loved her, and I was really hoping that she would be the beginning of a good herd for our back and for Solomon. Um, it's a shame. I mean, if someone had wethers, but the thing is I don't have a proper barn for already established goats. When I raised Orchid and Lily in that little tiny barn space, that's what they were used to from the time they came here. So it wasn't like another goat that's going to jump over or climb over. Those two knew it was their home, their security. So I can't actually bring goats here unless I have something in the back for them to stay in. So probably do a really simple kind of building back there eventually, and maybe next spring see who has babies. Maybe we'll start little babies out here in the barn again. I don't know. We'll see. Because I am looking for work, so we'll have to see what's going on in spring. All right. What am I going to get to here? I don't know. I just rambled about the farm. Um, anyway, I got an email last night. And, you know, I would recommend someone to really know who they're emailing. Okay, you see me on this channel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't like Trump. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you're a prepper. Yes, I am. You have a farm. Yes, I do. You raise chickens. Absolutely and phenomenally, by the way. But here's the deal. When you email someone, you may have an opinion of them. I'm just saying, you may have an opinion of somebody, but you may not know exactly who they are. So when you email someone and you leave your email and your IP address and all of those things, know who you're emailing. And if you're not going to cover your butt, then watch what you say. Because you were this close from being reportable. And you probably already know that, right? And knowing where I am, I don't care. I don't care. I am not intimidated by idiots. I am not intimidated by other influencers who send idiots or pretend to be an idiot, even though they're probably an idiot influencer. So what I'm telling you is when you email someone and you leave a trail. If you use your IP address and you don't have a converter, if you are throwing out um, innuendos and you can't back your butt up and it's just mouth, being mouthy isn't worth getting into a lot of trouble with someone. And I'm just saying, you were this close to being reportable. Just saying. Just know who you're emailing. Some people are not what they appear to be. And in actuality, that should scare the hell out of you, the emailer. I'm not going to say your name, but everything is being taken care of. So, when you leave a trail and an IP number, an IP address, just realize it. This is very similar to what Bondi and the FBI, Kash Patel, and I don't even want to go with the Bobo name because I don't even care. Do you know they screwed with those tapes? Okay. They left clues. They found the splicing, the changes. That 1 minute is not missing because of a changeover. There's actually several minutes missing. Epstein had 3 fractures in his neck. According to the autopsy, 1 is rare, 2 is unheard of, 3 is an absolute, probably not a hanging. So please realize that whatever you do can be found out, and know who you're dealing with. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I'm getting ready to peel some hard-boiled eggs, chop up some onion and some pepper. I'm going to use one of my green red chilies. And I didn't have any celery, so I'm going to be doing a few other things. I have that romaine salad mix, and I'm thinking about taking the spines of the romaine leaf and kind of chopping those up. The husband will never know, right? I thought I had water chestnuts, but I don't think I could fool him with that. Bye, y'all. Hugs from a distance.